The school's a national sports school. In fact, it's the only national support school in Berkshire. IT's big on our list of things that we want to improve. When we introduced the children to Surface yesterday, what surprised us really was how quickly they got it. It was, they were engaged immediately and very excited, but there was no concern or anxiety. They just wanted to get on and use it, and it's a very intuitive piece of equipment.
You can use your fingers instead of using a mouse and a keyboard or remote control. Not like any old computer, you use your hand.
I think they loved the fact that they could touch it, and they could all touch it when you were on the Attract, and they could all play about with it. It's just so different from anything they've seen. And then what we thought would happen, did happen, which is that accidentally somebody pressed the menu button, and that was great because then they got the menu and realised how it works.
It's math sequences. Complete the sequence.
They can move.
What's the simple concept in maths that we're doing here to each number?
Adding 2.
Which is not adding 2. We're not adding 2. We're adding 2 to that. Would be 3, wouldn't it? 1 and 3.
With the Surface, actually, the children having to actually learn how to move the objects, how to turn the objects, how to work together especially with the scatter puzzle, they had to work together to put the pieces together. And because it's such a visual text, all the children, whatever their needs may be, were able to access it at the same level. Make it bigger. Excellent. Turn it around. Blue, what do we say these colours are? Red and blue and yellow.
Bright colours.
They're bright colours. Do you know the other word we call them, Sam? Primary. Do you remember primary colours?
Yeah, primary.
With whiteboards, what we do is it tends to be more passive, so the children sit and watch the teacher, and then one child at a time can come up and can actually interact with the whiteboard under the teacher's control. With the Surface, of course, we can have multiple children all working at the same time.
It's really great. The children can sit together, they can work collaboratively on it, they can discuss what's happening. So it's helping to improve their talking and listening skills as well as their ICT skills. The children just basically took over after a while. We were able to stand back and the children were just running it themselves and working together on it. The sentence work and the linguistics worked really well because the children had to listen, and helping to improve their listening skills, they had to listen and then transfer their sentence skills, including remembering if it's got a capital letter at the start and a full stop at the end. All of those features were really good as well. Corinne, why did you think it was that one and not this one?
Because this one's got a capital letter.
So we've got the it.
I think linguistics, the main help as a teacher would be if you could program in what words it was asking the children to spell, then you could consolidate your learning on spelling objectives in the national strategy. So that would be really handy. And it's sounding out words, and the fact that they can see it as well, it builds the word as they select the tiles.
Sentence?
He is.
Right, you need to find a capital to start with.
If you had one in every single classroom, I expect the best way to use it would probably be to have groups on it as kind of either intervention or as part of their literacy or numeracy lesson. If you had a programme that was suited to a particular aspect of learning that you were covering at that time, then you could have a group around it. Initially it might be a bit distracting to the rest of the class, but obviously with all of these things, in time the children get used to it, and it would just be another tool of the classroom.
Play with it. It feels like you're not actually in school. It feels like you're in this another playing room outside of school, and then it's better than actual normal work because really normal work you don't play games or anything. You just have to do like maths and literacy and science. Ready? Go. All the drums in the middle. All the drums in the middle.
They certainly felt that they were playing as opposed to learning. It didn't seem like hard work. And yet, when you speak to them at the end of their sessions, they clearly learnt quite a lot.
We haven't got a very large range of special needs in our class particularly, but there are some, ability groups that are quite far apart, and yeah, all of the children want to play and they want to go on it, and I think it will be quite sad to see it go.